All right, well, welcome back to Flat Tires and Baling Wires. Your host, Baling Wire. So, we're down to the crunch. Power Tour 2026. So, if you've seen in my last video, it didn't work out for Cletus Snow. So, I'm working on Jimmy Hoffa over there. And that's what this video is going to be, is just me getting Jimmy Hoffa ready to go for Power Tour. And I hope that we see you all there. Cousin Waylon got took off. The last I heard, I think that he's actually in North Carolina right now. And he said tomorrow he's got an easy run to get where he's going. And so we will meet up with him in Joliet next, not this coming Sunday, but the next Sunday. So a week and then a couple of days. But so I got to get Hoffa ready to go. And I mean, I could hop in it now, but there's some stuff I want to get done to it. But that's what I'm up to. So everybody stay tuned. All right, well, I just about forgot to turn the camera on and left you guys out. So I've never really cleaned this utility box out since I've owned Hoffa. So I'm going to take, I just took this door off to this side. And this has got dividers in it. And it looks like that they're spot welded in there. So I'm actually going to get my plasma cutter. I'm going to cut these out because I don't need these. They're kind of in bad shape, but I want to cut this out and have more room in there. And I'm going to fix some other stuff on here. I took the locks out of it. I'm going to see if I can get some in town. I've got a couple, but I don't have enough. But if I can get just for probably that door, the same thing on that side. I'm not really worried about here. Really all I keep in that compartment on both sides is fluids. But if I can get at least 4 of them, I'll be all right. So let me get the plasma cutter out, and I'll get you guys on time lapse, and we'll get this cut out. Well, and I don't know if you guys can see in there. But there we go. Uh-oh, the phone's ringing. Must be time to go now. All right, well, as you can see, we got an empty cabinet, a blank slate, which is kind of nice because what I'm going to do is I've always wanted, ever since I've had this truck, put some boxes in it, kind of like this. So I can have them right here and get to the tools and stuff. Makes me happy. Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm going to vacuum this out, and I think that I might go to the back next if I got time. It's getting kind of late. Okay, nothing exciting. I just got all the dividers cleaned out of this side of the box. I'm prepping the back of Jimmy here. I took that standpipe that was over here, right here, that had some kind of a crane on it at one time. And then I've got, as you've seen in the time lapse, but I got those all cleaned out. I'm getting ready to go get some other stuff to get some other stuff done to Jimmy. But I haven't shown you yet what exactly all is going on back here, but we're working on it. Oh, Aaron, shut that off.
You literally said whenever you're ready.
I know, but did you even look? Oh, so we just about forgot. I've got copper here helping me. So with what you're going to see here in a little bit, I need to kind of square the back of this utility box up. And we measured it up. And we should have filmed it, but Copper and I was here. Copper. Go on there. What do you got? How's that?
Our measurements changed from a moment ago, Dad.
What is it?
48 3/8.
48. Okay, what's down here?
Okay, about 48 and 5/16. I mean, a 16th inch is what? The thickness of a
So
hair?
you got 3/8 up there. So, all right. Here, put your tape back up
Yeah,
there.
give it about half a squeeze.
Still?
Yeah, just like,
Okay, get your hand off the tape. There you go. We got to put on that.
give it a slight little crank, just like a little bit. Just a hair.
I do so.
Alright, there we go.
What is it now?
48 1/4. Let's see what we got down here.
Take your tape down. Make sure it's level. There you go.
Yeah, 48. Whatever's between 1/4 and 5/16. That magical fraction I'm not smart enough to figure out.
No, what'd you say again? 1/4 and 5/16.
Whatever's between 1/4 and 5/16, it's right there. I'm not smart enough for that math.
Between 1/4 and 5/16. That makes no sense.
Yeah, there's a fraction in between there, because it's literally right in between. Like,
Okay, so you've got. Okay, so that's an 1/8. Okay,
so here's 1/4.
that would be 3/16. That's 1/4. That's 5/16.
Yeah, but
that's 3/8.
you're literally between 5/16 and 1/4.
Oh,
I'm telling you. We're just splitting hairs. It's like a 64th of an inch off.
So it's 1/4 inch.
Yeah, we're off by a 64th of an inch. I think we can live with
And
that,
you know
folks.
what? Well, I don't know if I can show you this, but I don't know if you can see it. This is an even easy read tape measure.
Oh.
This just tells you what this generation, what's come to.
Yeah, there's a tape measure app for the iPhone. Just saying.
See that? That drives me nuts. That's one thing I believe everybody should be able to do is read a tape measure. And when I say read, I mean look at those lines and know exactly what they are without having to count them. You don't have to count 1/16, 2/16, 3/16. No, you need to know those little lines in there are just like letters that you read. So I thought I taught him better than that, but he at least knows what 1/4 inch is and what 5/16 is. So, okay, all right. So now I'm going to weld this up right here, and it probably won't stay, but we're gonna try. All right, we're probably gonna put you on time lapse. Okay, some of you may already know this trick, but I used this years ago when I worked on the railroad, and this is actually where this piece of brass came from. It's when I worked on the railroad, I used to use this. But I got this little hole here, and I started to try to fill it up right there. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have old Copper go on the inside of that. I'm going to have him hold that up against that hole, and then I'm going to fill it up. And the reason being is because the weld will not stick to this brass. And it'll fill up my hole. And it makes it easier to fill the hole. It kind of gives it a little bit of a backing. So that's what we're going to do here in just a second. All right, so he's going to get in there and he's going to hold that up against that hole. And then I'm just going to fill up this hole. I need to fill up this hole because what I got planned for the back of this, I need this real estate right here, that little hole.
It's about to get like really hot.
No, it won't.
Okay.
It won't hardly at all. Okay, can you kind of, let me see your hammer. All right, don't forget I'm going to hammer on you. Ready? You got to hold it.
Well,
Ready? Push on it.
I can't really.
You had it.
That's as good as it's
Okay.
gonna be.
Right there. Don't move it.
Well done.
I am. Don't move it. Okay. Easy.
Yeah.
See there, easy peasy.
Your grass is stuck.
Hammer. Come around. Hammer down.
Yep, see? Didn't stick.
See? Perfect. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put a couple of tack welds right here, and then I'm going to let this sit and cool a little bit. We got to go down to the other building to get some parts. And when we get back, we're going to take this thing apart and see what we get. Okay, shut us off.
All right, here we are, everybody. We kind of switched gears a little bit. Mama Wire had some demands. She was going to be riding in this truck. She wanted old Jimmy Hoffa to be just a bit safer. So right now we are installing some seat belts. You know, he was never born with them, but it's never too late. And we've already got our lower holes mounted. We hogged some holes out here for the top mounts, and we've got these little cage nuts that we've got rigged up here. We're going to be welding them in to hold everything in and show you what Balin's got going on over there. Just remember, folks, I don't want any secondhand flash burns, so safety squints.
All right, fire the hole.
Safety squints, everybody.
Turn my gas on. You ready?
Yeah, let it rip.
All right, here it is.
Install.
All right. Well, Copper's taking the seat out of the cab so we can get the buckle into the seat belts all put in there. And I was getting on this other stuff, and I got so busy, and I thought, crap, I didn't tell you guys what's going on. So I'm making these brackets right here. Okay, so what these brackets are for is I've got a reproduction GMC step side tailgate. Now I painted it up. And I painted it just with some spray cans. But I've had this tailgate for quite some time because I've had this plan for a long time. But now that we're taking this thing on power tour, but what's going to happen is I'm putting that tailgate on the back of Jimmy here, so he'll have a tailgate, because we'll have chairs, coolers, canopy and stuff with this that I want to keep in there. So that's why I took that standpipe off the other side that was for a crane, because I need that room. And then that's why I'm making these brackets. So these little deals here will bolt to this bracket like so, and then they go inside up there. So that's what's going to pivot our tailgate. But that's what I'm doing, is I'm getting that tailgate on there, and I'm just about ready to finish up with these brackets, and I'll have Copper help me kind of line it up and get it on there. I've got a hole over there on that side that I've got to patch up first. He's got to help me with that too. But I'll put you guys on time lapse and get so you can see some sparks. Okay, so I've got these ground up, measured. Let's go get them on Jimmy Hoffa. Man, I ain't doing very good getting you guys on film. I'm trying. I'm just trying to stay busy to get this thing going, but we will have you here in a little bit. So if you notice, let me walk over here. There was a hole right here. So I had copper, we cleaned it up, and then I put a piece of steel on the inside, and we're welding that right there. That's just to hold that in there. But that's what we're up to. I'm going to weld that up, and then after that, he's working on the inside. He's looking to see if one of those new fuel sending units that I got to put in the tank will work with my new gas gauge. The factory one, it's got a new factory one in it, but the ohms isn't right. It's only showing about quarter tank the whole time. Ah, compressor come on. But that's what we're up to. Let me put you on time lapse. All right, tell them what you found.
Well, it's not real often that Copper actually fixes something, but
Well, you ain't fixed it yet.
well, then try.
You just had the solution.
Yeah, you know, having
Okay,
the
so what do you-
solution and fixing something are the same thing.
You think? Okay, so
And,
what do you got here?
We got this aftermarket sending unit off Summit and grounding it here. Got some power there. Check out what the gauge is doing, guys.
Watch the top needle in the corner.
Yeah, there we are.
So ohms are right.
We are
on that gauge.
full, and watch it slowly go down.
That would be awesome, because that means all the gauges will work on here. If it's
This is only like maybe 1 out of the 5 trucks we have with a working gas gauge.
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty
I
sad.
say once that's fixed, all the gauges in here work.
You know, who'd ever thought Jimmy would be the nicest thing you own?
Well, it's probably the most reliable.
It's definitely the most reliable.
Yeah. All right. We'll bring you back here in a little bit in the back on the tailgate. Grab that tailgate and get it kind of down there on the left. All right, so we got these. I got my brackets made. He's got his bracket over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to line this tailgate up kind of across here. And I'm going to tack these brackets on here for just a second. Oh, excuse me. And then I've got bolt holes in them. Then I'll bolt them in for good. All right, ready? Put your bracket in there. All right, now. You gotta go up. Okay, Aaron, this way. You're gonna take this part and basically put it on our laps. There you go. How are you on your mark?
About even with it?
So your bracket should be pretty much on the mark. Now look, see, I am even here. You need to go up just a touch. You take your magnet, there you go. Okay, now look at the magnet. Make sure, see the magnet? It's going up like that. And make it go down. Right there. Oh! Hang on, Doug. Crap. The magnet, there was something that sparked over here when you. It's just because we're both. I got too close to burst the tip up. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? You guys should do this so you can turn this.
I'll get it where I need it. This is really not. None of this is working.
It's because you're a bumble butt. Okay, now watch your back. Go up just a little bit.
Oh, right there.
Fire, clear. Okay, give me just a second. Alright, take your magnet off.
Then we're gonna hinge it up and see what we got.
Hinge it up, see what we got. Heck yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Alright, now go back out there by those sawhorses
Yeah.
and look at it and see if it's fairly level with the truck.
Oh, yeah, because the truck's not. Yeah.
It should be because we got it pretty.
I kind of like it.
We
I
got
think.
it even here. We got pretty even here.
Yeah.
Alright, sit over there.
I'm
and
gonna
hold
give. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna give you a second opinion, but it looks pretty decent.
I think it's pretty good.
You know,
All right, hang on.
sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good. You know.
Well, I think kind of really want to do it. Perfect.
Wow. Couldn't have done that again if we tried.
What do you guys think? Does it look pretty level? I think so. I think that's where it's going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and put holes in it, and I'm going to stop you guys for a little bit, and then I'll put it on time lapse. I'll drill some holes. Top one first. More. Whoa. Something pretty good. Okay, go. Whoa.
I watched it bend the piece inside.
Stop. Go. Tight. Oh, it's good.
Well, yeah, but that one bent a little bit too.
Okay, so it's tight here then.
Very. You got a crap ton of thread sticking out. You're good.
Okay. All right. Well, in the morning I gotta do some welding. I gotta weld these tabs on there. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'll probably leave these bolted for now because I am gonna eventually do some more work on this bed and paint it. Eventually, Jimmy will get a paint job. And here, take your chain. Let's try it. That.
That works great. So here's the only thing. Are you gonna have to listen to
I could put
everywhere you
I
go?
could put stuff on here.
Okay. This might get a little annoying at like.
I could put like little rubber stuff.
course, honestly, Jimmy's probably rattling enough.
I'll say, I don't know. That don't bother me none.
Well, you're gonna be riding with Mom for hundreds and hundreds of miles. She'll notice it.
But I think that when I redo the body, I will probably go ahead and put the rubber stuff on you. That's good. That's good. Looks very good. I'm happy with it.
It's only like 2 or 3 shades of blue off, too.
Well, I think, and you guys tell me, I think that this is the color I want to paint the whole bed. I want the bed about the same. I'm going to paint James or Jimmy about the same. I want the cab and the front end black. I want to do that white around the trim. Then I want this bed, I want this blue, which was probably, this was pretty close to what this was originally, probably pretty close. And then probably that bumper, either white or black. But we're going to call it a night and hit it again in the morning. We got the seat belts are in there. Did we tighten the 2 outside ones? We need to do that. Well, I can get.
You just reach it from the rock.
I get them myself.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're gonna call it a night because it's getting late, and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right. Well, I thought about cutting this off of here. But I think I'll leave it for now. At a later date, I'm going to kind of redo it a little bit. But I'm going to call for now, I'm going to call the hind end of this thing done. I think that I'm very happy with the way this turned out. I wish I would have done this. I've had this tailgate probably a good 2 years maybe. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I think I got it when Waylon was driving this truck up to Des Moines. I think I got it before that because I was wanting to get it on for that event to be able to put a bunch of stuff in there. So I wish I would have done that a long time ago. I don't really care for these. I think I'll eventually do something different. I don't like the way those chains kind of hang on there. I don't like the way they stick out so much. I don't think it's really necessary. I think that this hook could be in here closer. I think part of it is, you can take this off, you can hang that right there. And I can't say that that's exactly why it's there, but I don't like the way that sticks out. I did get these from one of the classic parts warehouses. And that's the only thing I don't like really about these chains. I don't like the way that sticks out so much. I think I'll change that later on. But, I mean, it seems to hold up pretty good. Oh. Now we got a tailgate to sit on. And as you can see, it kind of bends, pulls those down because they stick so far out. Look how far that sticks out. I don't really care for that. I even got a backing in there, and it's not pulling on the body. It's just pulling on those. I just don't like the way that is. It's just not very good. So that's what we got. The hind end of this thing, I'm going to call it done. I think it's ready to go. Got the plate on there, got everything else ready. The rest of this I'll do later because eventually I'm going to redo this bed. So let's get back inside. I've got 2 major things I got to get done inside. Actually, a couple of 3, but that's what we're going to be working on. We're going to be working on some stuff inside. As you know, Mrs. Wire, well, I don't know if I told you guys or not. So, we were originally going to take Cletus, my 86 one-ton dually, and I had problems with parts getting the engine together. And so that would cause us some issues there. And it wasn't going to happen in time since I didn't get, I just got the parts that they screwed up, I think Thursday. I think they showed up Thursday. And I still would have had to basically do the complete engine build and get it in the truck and do a shakedown on it, and I didn't have enough time. So we're taking old Hoffa. When she asked me, when she says, well, we might as well take Hoffa, I said, well, that's fine. I'll get it ready to go. And we started talking about it, and she didn't realize Hoffa never had seatbelts, period. Not even lap belts. Had nothing in there. Nothing. No seatbelts, period. So I had some aftermarket kind of custom belts that I used to have in my 67 with the lap setup. And as you've seen, we got them in there. And that was one thing she insisted on. She wanted seatbelts. Because when I mentioned to her that it never even had them, and she goes, you've been running around that thing all this time with no seatbelts? I said, well, yeah, it never even had them to begin with. And so that was one thing she insisted on. And I've got to take care of the window on the passenger side. It won't roll up or down. It will, but you either got to have it all the way up or all the way down. And the parts rig that I brought back from Great Bend, which is right back behind you guys, I took the guts out of those doors, and I'm going to put that in there. When I put this truck together, when Waylon drove it to Des Moines, the good guys, I bought new regulators for the windows. If you guys remember way back in my videos when I first got Jimmy Hoffa, that passenger side window had silicone holding the window in. I went to roll the window down one day when I was working on the interior. Guess what? I couldn't do it. So at the time, I couldn't get regulators for a 60 to 63, which they call the knee knocker. And when we get inside, I'll explain more about the knee knocker. And you guys that watched my junkyard video up there in Pella, Iowa, I talked a lot about the knee knocker, which is the 60 to 63. The doors are different. The windows are shrunk, and the one pillar there, or the framework of the window for the door, it sits back and it's got a wraparound windshield. But all I could get at the time was 64, 5, and 6 window regulators, brand new. And so that's what I got and put in it. And both windows you couldn't, about that far, you couldn't roll them all the way down about yay far, and you couldn't roll them up all the way yay far. But this one over here, there was a problem with the bracket for the glass. It would want to slide out all the time. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to get on the inside and work on that stuff. And we'll keep going on Hoffa, get Hoffa ready to go for power tour. I've got less than a week. So let's hop on it. Actually, well, we got to be in Joliet in 1 week from today. So let's get on. We will continue. Okay, so I need to give you some update. Last night, when Aaron was here helping me, we thought we had this whipped. So we actually took this sending unit, or kind of rheostat, off of the universal fuel sending unit, and we mounted it right here, and we thought we had it whipped because the universal one wasn't going to work. We were going to have to drill another hole in the fuel tank to make it work. So we thought we had it whipped. So we got this on there, and he went to put it in, and he got all this in there and got right up to here, and this would not fit into the hole right here. And so we kind of horsed around, and we actually broke this right here. So this is not even any good right now. But after some investigation, I found out that after 1967, the factory gauges were 90 ohms. And that's the whole reason why we're needing to do this, because we need 90 ohms to run the aftermarket fuel gauge. So after looking at all this, what I'm actually going to do, and which I had several of these, this is a sending unit out of a 1967 to 72, which, as you can see, says 90 ohms right on it. So I tried it, not in the tank, but I hooked it up and just tried moving this lever in the cab last night, and it works. So I'm going to take the sending unit out of the truck that's in there now, out of Hoffa. It is a 30 ohm sending unit, and it's actually a new one. It's only about a year old. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part off of the old one, cut it off. I'm going to take this off of this one, weld it on here, and hook it up to this top up here, where the lock ring is. This actually has a lock ring. And this style for the truck that we've got for Hoffa is a bolt-on style. See how it bolts on? This one here has a lock ring. Well, that's not going to work for us. Or I just put this sending unit in there. So I'm going to take this apart here. I'm going to cut this apart here. So I save this part and this wire that goes up to here. And I'm going to take the one that's out of Hoffa. I'm going to bring it out here. And I'm going to take basically this part right here, cut it. Then I'm going to tack weld this one right here on that one. And then I'll get it in the tank, and then we'll have our 90 ohms. And our fuel gauge should work fine. The whole problem is it takes 90 ohms for the aftermarket fuel gauge to work. And the factory is 30. But when I was looking last night, and it said in 1967, they switched to 90 ohms. I was like, oh, hey, I've got some of those. Because I've had several of those 67 to 72 trucks. I mean, I still got a bunch. And so I said, there we go. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to get this cut apart. And then I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting ready to weld it on the other one. Okay. It's going to be a little bit delicate. Let me look at the... Yeah, I think you guys can see all right. So... one thing I gotta do is make sure I do not get this wire, or do not get into any of this, because this is the goodies that we're gonna save. The tubing and all this I don't really need. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and then I'll kind of whittle it away. So there we go. Okay, now, the only thing that is holding that is from what it looks like, there's two little spot welds, one there and one there. And I think if I cut right on that spot weld, that'll leave me enough to attach it to the other one. You know, I would attach it to this one, but I've got a problem with this one, is this has, what's in the truck now, has that size of a fitting on it. See that size of fitting? I think that is probably 5/16. And that looks like 3/8. So I would have to have it. And I think I probably have an adapter, but I really kind of hate having an adapter in a fuel line, especially right inside the cab. I'd rather have it go right on there. So I'm going to have to take the one that's in the truck now out, because I really don't want to use this one. I think I'll save it. I'll go ahead and take this old stuff off of here and save the rest of this, because I could use this in a pinch if I need to. But that's why I'm not attaching this to this sending unit, because it's got that bigger feed line. And I'm not really sure why that is. I'm guessing maybe it was for something that you're going to put a big block in, or something that needed more fuel. Because that's what's in there. I'm pretty sure that's 5/16 and that's 3/8. But, so, let me get the rest of that whittled down. Gotta be very careful on this side that it don't ding this wire. We screwed this one up right here trying to get it in, and the rheostat was actually right through this plastic. So, and that was late last night, so that didn't work out very good for us. So let's go easy with this. Aha! Look at there. That about fell off of there. Okay, now let's go this side. Uh-oh. careful what you're doing. Come on. Let me go get a little screwdriver. I'm going to try to pry that apart. Decided to get a little putty knife. I want to be a little more delicate. I'm trying to get that off of there. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yep. All right. So, now I need to go in and take the one out of the truck. We should be able to, I'm going to take, if you look at this one, so this is actually a rheostat here, and that's also a rheostat. We added this rheostat hoping that this was going to work out. And this probably would have worked if we would have done what I was going to do to the other one. But once I seen that this adapter was this way, that's kind of shot that one out. I didn't want to have the adapter. Because what I'm going to do the other one is I'm going to take the top part of this apart because it kind of, it's like crimped. I'll have to undo the crimp, take that off, take it away, put that on there like that, and tack it right there on those two little spots. So give me a minute, let me go to the truck and I'll get the old one out. Okay, here's the sending unit that was in the truck. So as you see, this is basically the same setup. That one says 90 ohms on it. I don't know if you can see that one, but that says 30 ohms. So this case right here is crimped on there. I can't cut this like I did the other one, but I think I can take this crimp off of here and basically take all that off. And then I can take this, put it on there. I'll put a little tack there and there, and it'll hold that together. So let me see if I can get this apart. Okay, let's be a little delicate here. Let's start with the smallest first. Let's start with this little screwdriver. Okay. Ooh, that's not bad. Oh, I think this is gonna work fine. This is already starting to want to come off there. I got two of them about off of there. Oh, look at there. Looky there. Oh. So. Ooh. So I'm guessing the rheostat is actually inside of there. Okay, and there's all the workings there for that. If let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm still on the right track. I think that I'll try to leave this together. That has to go from there to there. Because I really don't want to have to take that apart. I could probably take this one apart. You know, that was so easy to come apart there. Let me go ahead and take this stud out. I may just leave that alone like it is. Because this looks like these two are the same setup. I may just take this off of here, which the rheostat's going to be in here, and that's what makes your ohms. Okay, now where was this spring? Well, I think that spring was right there. Yep, sure was. So that spring was right there. So this is what makes your ohms. Let me get this stud off of here and I'll get it over the camera so you guys can see it a little better. I know none of you probably even really care, but I will show some of you. So this is 30 ohms. That's 30 ohms of resistance. And so where you get that is inside there. See them coils? That's where you get that, is right inside there. This piece right here is making contact with that, and where that is making contact in there dictates how much resistance you're getting. So this one is 90 ohms. If we take that one apart, I would guess that there would be way more than coils. So I think, looking at this right now, I think I'm going to try to leave that alone, because this is already proven. I know that works. This is the exact same as that. If I can get that bent around, get that off real easy, and this is the business end that we need off of this one, and I could just attach it right there, crimp it back over, we should have our 90 ohms. So let's see. All right, I'm going to get you guys on time lapse, unless I screw up. Unless I screw something up, I'll get you back in here. So, and if I screw something up, I just have to put this all together, and I won't have a fuel gauge until I can get figured out, get the right sending unit. But let me see if I can get this apart. I'm going to try it really easy. I think I'm going to do that instead of trying to weld this to that, because if I weld this to that, I'm going to have to cut this here to leave this intact down on there. I'd have to basically have to make that a V to leave this intact to put that on there. But with this setup, we got the same setup here. If I can get this in there, and this is the same shape, same size, same. So that's what we're going to try. Well, that actually went well. I think this is going to work fine. So I'm going to show you another close-up here. So where's the other one? I showed you this one here that's got 30 ohms. See them coils in there? I don't know if you guys can see that real good, but see them coils? Now look at this one. This one is 90 ohms. I told you there would be more coils in there. Sure enough, there's more coils in there. You got more resistance. So now I'm going to try to stick this on there and bend them tabs back over. Then I think we're golden. This is going to work out good. Do you guys want to see me struggle through this, or do you want me to time lapse over it? I'll tell you what, I'll just leave you guys live right now. So let's see what we got. Hopefully we can get that bent back over there. Just kind of bend that around. Go easy. Get that on there. Is my spring in there? Yeah, my spring's in there. Okay, there's that. Come on, give me my, there's the rod. Okay, down on the rod, down on that one, down on that one. Spin that back around. Spin this back around. There's my little needle nose. Go easy. Okay, that one's on there. Come on, get started. Oh, there it went. Okay, let's get that down, clamped on there. Okay. I can hear it in there. It sounds like it's going to work. All right, I don't need to bring you guys in there because we already showed you when I had Aaron helping me. We already showed you how that worked in the tank. So I'm going to try this, and not inside the tank yet, but I'm going to just hook it up and try to move this around and see if we get our 90 ohms. If we get our 90 ohms, our fuel gauge is going to work. I'll be right back. Well, guess what, boys? It works. So now all I got left to do is get this stud mounted in there and get it back in Hoffa, and then we have a working fuel gauge. one more thing off the list, and then I'll get on the window and show you guys all that. I almost forgot about this. This is good. I'm glad this is working out. Okay, so there it is, and I'll show you our outcome. So Hoffa has just a little over half a tank of fuel. See right here? Those are aftermarket gauges that I put in there some time ago. And since I put them in, the fuel gauge has not worked because I haven't had the right resistance. So there's another project down. Now I'm going to tackle that one, and that's going to take some doing. So let me get, you guys don't need to watch me take that door panel apart. So right now I'm going to take that door panel apart. All right, I'll get you back when I get inside there. Well, once again, I got going. I forgot to film. I just keep forgetting because I'm at such a deadline to try to get this thing done. But I'm at another crossroads. So I took the glass that I had and I actually put it inside. So right there, I had a glass that had a metal frame around it, and it was actually broke right in here. So I took the frame apart, and then I put my glass in that frame, and I put it all back together. But this felt that's in here, there's a track that goes, right there. And that felt wasn't quite fitting in there right. And I tried to take it apart without having to take all this back apart. I'm going to have to take the wing window back out. I'm going to have to take that glass and probably slide it forward so that I can get that other track in there and get that felt down in there like it's supposed to, because what's going on now is it's going up really good, real nice, all the way to the top. Okay, but then you go down and you get about right here and it gets really tight. So I think that felt, and that felt's not really in there right. And there's a little clip. Let's see, where's that track? Here it is. This is the track that goes inside there. And see that felt goes inside there. And if you look down here, so this little clip, I think that felt on top of that. It's supposed to be like inside it like that. So I'm going to take it back apart and see where we get from there. All right. So I'm going to take that window out, and I'm not going to take the glass back out. I hope not, because that was a bear to get in there by myself. But I am going to have to take that wing window back out. I'm going to have to take the window, go all the way down, take the wing window out, and then I'm going to have to take that glass and shove it that away. And then I'm going to have to try to get that track in there where it belongs. And then we'll see what we got. But right now, once you get that window down, it's too tight. But other than that, it's going up really nice. Here. Look at that. Goes up really nice. Nice and tight. Look at that. Really good. I'm going to do the same thing to that window over there because that window hasn't been right. But I've got another glass for that side that has a trim around it, but it's not broke. That came out of that old grain truck. So let me get you on a time lapse and I'll take this back apart. Okay, after the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, heck, I don't know how many times. I got it. It's nice and flat. You put your arm on there, no big deal. Roll the window up, nice and easy. Goes in there good and tight, all the way around. Got all the felt on there, all the way around. This window, that is actually that's silicone, because when I put it in this frame, I put silicone in there because the rubber was all shot. So I put silicone in there, but I'll clean this up when we get all done. But finally, look, window goes down, window goes up easily. Now I gotta do the same thing to that one. But luckily, I'm not gonna have to glue in the window in a frame. I've got one that is not broke, and I'm just gonna use that one. And I'm hoping that maybe I don't have to take that one all apart like I did this one. So I'll just, and I may not even have to take the latch off. I may just be able to slide it down in there, take the wing window out, roll this down to get to the screws for the glass, take that out, and put them on there. And the tracks that were on the bottom of this glass was not correct. After looking at the ones that have the frames in them, that's correct. And so there it is all the way up, nice and tight. There it is down. Don't think we get any better than that. I'm not going to put the panel back on because I'm going to let that all dry up and probably clean that up tomorrow, and then I'll put the panel on. But look, wing window. Well, now that I got that figured out, I think that side I can get a little easier. All right, so I will take the door panel off, and then I will get you guys over there. Well, nothing really much different over here, other than I didn't have to take it all the way apart. I had that other glass out of that truck, and I just had to take the channel off of the other one down in here and get the glass down in there, get it lined up, take the wing window out, get all that lined up. But I think it's right there. This handle does not want to. You gotta tighten it up pretty good. Okay, gotta tighten the handle up pretty good. All the way down. All the way up. Very good. Well, that's another project down. Well, tomorrow's Monday, so after work, I've got some other stuff I need to do, but I'm about done here in the cab. I think I got a little bit to do in the cab. Clean it up. Get the door panels on. I've got some handles I'm going to put on. I'll show you guys all that. I'm putting new wiper arms on it. I'm going to clean it up real good. Then I got to start putting, I'm going to do some more welding back here on the utility box. But by Tuesday or Wednesday, I should be done. All the way down. All the way up. That's the first time that these windows have done that since I've owned it. But come to find out, it didn't have the right stuff in it to begin with. So now we're good. All the way down, all the way up. Look at that. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. I'm quitting. It's getting hot and my back is hurting. Ready to rest for a little bit. All right. See you guys Monday afternoon. All right. Well, it is Thursday evening after work. Saturday morning we take off. I got a couple more things to do. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse a lot. I got to weld some of this. I'm going to try to get the inside of this painted. I got to weld a little piece back here. I still got to put the seat in. I got to put the seat belt and trim on the driver's side. I got the wipers on. I'm just about done. But I'm down to the nubbins. I'm going to have to be getting with it. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse a lot here, so you can see what I'm doing getting done here. Like there's a little crack here. I'm going to try to weld it up. There's a little crack here. I'm going to try to weld up. This spot right here I'm going to weld for sure, because this will help keep the doors closed. I did get locks. I'm going to put locks in here. So I got to get with it. So here we go. Okay. I got a mess going on. I got tomorrow to pick it up, but Jimmy's pretty much done. All I got left to do is put the seat in. The seat's sitting over there by the stove. But everything else is ready to go. I got the inside of these boxes. I painted them with bed liner. I put new locks in them. I fixed that latch, this latch here. This part of it here kept coming out. Put locks in it so we can lock it up, put our stuff in there. The only thing that I've got left to do, which I've got tools in here, is to put the seat in here and clean stuff up. I was going to get a radio in there, but I didn't get that done. I got the interior all together, got the windows all done, armrests on there. I just got to get the seat in there, and I got to bolt up that seat belt over there. I'm going to do that tomorrow and load up. And I'm going to get these tools all ready to go in here. But we're all ready to go, so I got everything else ready to go. Just got to clean up the mess tomorrow. Got all these boxes ready to go. Oh, and the mirror. Let me show you the mirror over here. So you know that I put these mirrors on last year. Well, that mirror right there was sitting cockeyed like that for a long time. Well, I had to heat and clean up these pipes and get that all to move so I can move it in to adjust that. Now it's on there. Look at that, it's good. I think I'm going to put another screw in that right there. But other than that, Jimmy's ready to go. I'm going to put you guys on a tripod, do a little ending, and that'll be it for this video. And we'll talk a little bit about Power Tour. Okay, well, that's it. This is Thursday night. Actually, it's almost midnight. So it's really almost Friday. So Saturday morning we leave and take off, but Hoffa's ready to go. I kind of showed you guys what else I did. I did a bunch of welding, fixed the latch, got the inside, got that mirror taken care of. Now they're level, they're not all cattywampus and sticking out and looking all crooked. I didn't like that at all. But so yes, we're ready to go. We leave Saturday morning for Joliet, and actually we plan on being in Joliet Sunday morning. So we are taking Jimmy Hoffa on the 2026 Power Tour, which is the beginning of Route 66. So here's the route. We start out at Route 66 Raceway in Joliet, Illinois. Then we go to Rantoul, Illinois at, gosh, I can't remember, some old air base down there. An old air base in Rantoul, Illinois. That would be Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we are at Worldwide Technologies Raceway in St. Louis, Missouri. And then Thursday, we are in Springfield, Missouri. Then Friday, we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I know you all probably have heard some of the stuff that went on down in Tulsa. I'm hoping that everything's going to do all right with this. I think it will, because we're all going to a location. We've got a place to park. It's not like we're all lining up to get on the street to run down the street in a parade. So that's what's going on. So please, if you can, everybody, come see us. I've got some swag now. I've got some merch. I plan on having some merch with me. If you come by, see if you can get some merch. So if you can, please like, share, and subscribe, and come see us with old Jimmy Hoffa on the 2026 Power Tour, Route 66, Joliet, Rantoul, St. Louis, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then back home. And we'll be filming all that. Tomorrow, all I gotta do is put the seat in and clean all this stuff up and pack. And it's ready to go. I gotta pack tools on here and all of our other stuff. I got to get chairs and canopies and that kind of stuff. But if you can, come out and see us. If you're anywhere in the area, if you want to make a day trip, that's one reason why I wanted to make sure I did this Power Tour this year, because it's close to home. Everywhere that we're going is about a day trip from home. And I hope to have a good time. We're gonna leave Saturday morning, kind of take our time getting there, get there Sunday morning, check in, and be at the Route 66 Raceway in Joliet early Monday morning. So everyone, if you can, please like, share, and subscribe to Flat Tires and Balin Wires. And this is your host, Balin Wire. And don't forget, we're going to be traveling with old Waylon Wire. Waylon was here about a week and a half ago. I meet up with Waylon up there in Joliet. We're going to travel together. And I hope we have a good time. Hope to see you guys there. Take care.